Hey guys, my hair's a mess because I was riding in a convertible all day. It's been beautiful in Ohio, 80 degrees, so I had to take advantage of that weather. Just came back from a run, but I did want to do a quick review of a book I finished yesterday. It took me an hour to read it. It's a graphic novel. Something is Killing the Children. I love the illustrations. I love the graphics. I did have a problem understanding on some pages if I read the page or if I go from this page across. Some pages you did have to do that. Other pages you just read it traditionally, one page at a time. So I did have a problem with that. This is volume 1. I believe there's 5 volumes altogether. It's about a young lady that is part of an organization that kills monsters that only children can see and grown-ups cannot see. And for grown-ups to see it, they have to have something done to them. Think of Constantine when that woman went in the bathtub to open up that eye to see the monster. So it's kind of have like the children and like a component to it, a monster going after kids only, and killing them. In this one small town, there's about 9 or 10 children that went missing, and only the couple of the bodies are found. So they send this young lady to this town to investigate, figure out what type of monster it is. Like kind of think about Men in Black. They have different ratings of monsters. So they do that here. And she goes to this town, and very quickly she figures out where the den is and goes to the monster, kills it, but then realizes this monster was doing a nest. So there was her offspring hatched and went off to the world. So obviously that helps with the other volumes in this series. I just felt the illustration's beautiful. I love the blue tone monochromatic when they in the beginning when they show the monster. I just wish that they took time to expound on the heroine, the monster killer. Like I don't know anything about her. Even the kids, it's like everything went so fast in the dialogue that it just didn't seem, I know it's about monsters, but it honestly wasn't rooted in any type of realism. She got arrested, very nonchalant, had a fake ID, but somehow she was released like in a few minutes. Her investigation was very, very thin. Basically, she's like, okay, well, this is the first person died in this area, so there must be a den. There was no like thought process of how A went to B went to C. And the kids that got taken and eaten, there is a couple of cool pages of, because there's a young man in this book that is helping her, and his friends were the ones that were killed, but he survived the killing because they did a game of Truth or Dare during a slumber party. But he didn't really help her. He was just kind of there. He wasn't even a good foil character. I didn't care about him. I didn't know anything about him. I just didn't care about him. Didn't know about him. There's another character where a young man that works at a Applebee's, that's funny, Applebee's, his sister was one that was taken. Her body was not found, so they're still very hopeful. But all of a sudden, he figures this random girl, the monster killer, doesn't know her, but somehow he deduced that she is the killer and took his sister. And then, I don't know, I'm not going to read the other 4 volumes. I did not enjoy it. I thought it was very surface level. It doesn't tell you anything about the characters, really. Everything went really fast. There's no meat. There's no substance. That's what I guess I'm trying to say. And even with the kids, it was weird. It's like, okay, a couple of killings. I got to find the monster. Went to this den. Found one living girl. Everyone else has been eaten. The end. It doesn't they try to with one kid explain how the monster got into the house and killed everybody in there, but again, it was very surface level. It didn't really go into the kids, how they were fearful, how they were scared, their backstory, how the monster got them. It doesn't give that cool narrative. It's just like she comes to town, a monster's here, she goes to her den, there's a pile of dead bodies, there's one girl that's alive, they get out the den. Literally. I just felt like it was a fast read. I only used my hand magnifier, but I'm not going to read the other series. So on Goodreads, I'm going to give this a 2 out of 5. Tell me if you guys read this series and if it gets better, and maybe I will reconsider.